Hello to the global audience of Weixin TV, and welcome to this week's Weixin English Weekly Report, being broadcast on Monday, June the 5th at 11:30 p.m. Taiwan time. I'm Fiona Zhang Xinfang. This week, we bring you the latest news from Chanjishan Weixin Shengjiao, a new religion of this world. On the fourth Sunday of each month, Weixin Shengjiao founder Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi hosts the one-day Zen event with 1,000 Buddhas at 1,000 Buddha Zen Hall of Qianfousi Temple. There, Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi guided believers and virtuous cultivators into the essence of scriptures and focused on the inner cultivation and spiritual practice. Recently, Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi has been offering lectures on the Diamond Sutra based on his interpretation of Yijing Heart Dharma. The participant souls were enriched by the unique perspectives of Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi. Now, let's listen to Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi's instruction.
Weixin Shengjiao's one-day Shan event with 1,000 Buddhas held at 1,000 Buddha Zen Hall of Qianfousi Temple on May 28th. The virtuous cultivators from the branch temples and classrooms from all over Taiwan will take turns to come back to headquarters to receive the teaching. At the same time, the virtuous cultivators from various branch temples also perform the group cultivation together through the webcast. Listen to the subtle meaning of the Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi instruct Diamond Sutra, and comprehended the true meaning of Buddha gifts without the mind abiding in the form and practicing and awaken in life. The group cultivation of the one-day chant event with 1,000 Buddhas has been held at headquarters Qianfousi Temple for decades. Once a month, Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi will elucidate the subtle truths of each sutra for virtuous cultivators, hoping that virtuous cultivators can cultivate their own minds and realizing the magnificent meaning of the true Zen to reach enlightenment collectively. Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi instructed about previous things of the Diamond Sutra.
金刚经所开示的是我每个人的过去、现在和未来，也等于是往昔所造诸恶业，皆有无始贪嗔痴，从生与欲之所生，一切罪障尽忏悔。现在我们阐解到，先世罪业，先世罪业很恐怖的，在这一生都不顺利，不如意，充满的颠颠倒倒的苦考验和苦果，这都是有先世罪业之所生，才会在这一世受到业报、苦报。颠颠倒倒，颠倒颠，颠颠倒。这是佛陀，释迦牟尼佛为众生随时开示，所以释迦牟尼佛告诉所有弟子，当下生不要再造苦业，不要再造苦因，苦因一旦造了，来生一定会有 果的业报。若是有种好因的，当下种好因的，来生一定会享受到好报、福报。这是真理，三世因果不变的真理呀。
Grandmaster Huang Chanshi instructed virtual cultivators to do good deeds in this life and make good connections with others in order to enjoy the fortune of blessings in the future. Today, everyone who can come back to listen to the scriptures and Dharma is a person with the fortune of blessings. Whether there is the fortune of blessings can be seen at this moment in this life. Grandmaster Huang Chanshi uses a law of karma to encourage virtuous cultivators. If you can come back to practice the law of karma, you will have the fortune of blessings in the future. Also, he encouraged virtuous cultivators to chant the scriptures of repentance and extermination of sins when they have time and don't commit any crimes again. Weixin Report, Headquarters, Shenfousi Temple.
On May 27th, the Seminar of General Education was held at Thousand Buddha Zen Hall of Shenfousi Temple. President of Taiwan Guigu Cultural Association, Mr. Yang Jidong, invited renowned scholars Dr. Qiu Kunxuan of National Zhengzhi University and Chair Professor Wu Yongchang of Graduate Institute of Integrated Medicine of China Medicine University to deliver a speech. Now, let's watch the footage.
The General Education Seminar took place on the 27th at the Thousand Buddha Zen Hall of Shenfousi Temple. Organized by the Taiwan Guigu Cultural Academy and hosted by the President Yang Jidong, the event featured Professor Qiu Kunxuan from National Zhengzhi University and Professor Wu Yongchang from China Medical University as speakers. They discussed cross-strait relations from a global perspective and the use of traditional Chinese medicine in maintaining good health. The lecture includes the first stage of the events for this year. Grandmaster Weixin Chanshi shared the importance of peace in cross-strait relations, noting that the true nature of the relationships includes both war and peace. They recognize the complexity of Taiwan's relationship with China and encourage further exploration. Professor Qiu talked about cross-strait peace, exploring different views of Tianxia and how the Ukraine-Russia war and the U.S.-China competition share the global landscape. He discussed the tension between the two sides of the strait, the impact of former President Mao's efforts for peace, and how China responded. He also emphasized that both sides belong to the Chinese nation and share a common ancestry. Professor Qiu included that Guigu culture promotes peace and highlighted the importance of ancestral worship, having a shared purpose, and spiritual harmony for the true unification. He stressed that working towards cross-strait peace should be driven by goodwill and good intentions. Next up, Professor Wu talked about how the 5 elements, traditional Chinese medicine and modern Chinese medicine, work together. He highlighted that the importance of combining ancient and modern nutrition science to tackle modern illness and disease that stem from our modern lifestyles. He introduced the concept of food therapy, which emphasized the healing properties of food and its role in preventive health care. The idea is to address health issues before they even arise, aligning with the preventative approach devoted in Guigu culture. The 2 presentations received warm applause. The highlights will be featured on Weixin TV. Tune in to Weixin TV for more information. Weixin Report, Yu Huilin, Shenfousi Temple.
take a break. We will come back soon. Sub-Regional Director of Family Federation for World Peace and Unification of South Korea paid a visit to Chanjishan Weixin Shengjiao. Meeting with Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi, they expressed their deep concern of the stability of the international community and the development of world peace.
Family Federation for World Peace and Unification of South Korea, widely known as the Unification Church, Taiwan Special Sub-Regional Director Jun Tae-so and his wife came to Weixin Shengjiao's starting point of World Peace Taichung Branch Temple on the morning of May 31st to visit Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi for religious exchanges. They also visited the headquarters Chanjishan Xianfo Temple to learn about the origin of Weixin Shengjiao and the efforts of the fellow cultivators led by Grandmaster to eliminate disasters and promote world peace. Director Jun and his wife came to Taichung Branch Temple accompanied by Executive Vice President Chen Tuohuan of UN NGO Universal Peace Federation Taiwan, Chairman Takafumi Ri of Chinese People's Federation for World Peace in Japan, and National Leader Min Taixing of Taiwan Headquarters Office of Unification Church. Secretary General Yang of Taiwan Weixin World Peace Promotion Association and General Manager and Director of Weixin TV Station, Master Yuan Feng and Master Yuan Qin, received distinguished guests friendly at the front door. Firstly, everyone worshipped Wang Can Laozhu at Taiji Tian Plaza. Then they went up to the 6th floor to visit Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi in his office. Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi first delivered a speech to welcome the distinguished guests as follows.
今天我们郑会长带各位贵宾来本教指导，我们很高兴。感到非常的荣幸。本教的创立是在民国71年，到现在刚好40年整。40年整呢，一边学习走路，一边学习办道，所以40年来。我们都非常的努力，为了和贵教能够联谊上，所以我们也很努力的在做各种的修行和一些创教的活动。
This exchange meeting was presided over by Master Yuan Xin, the director of Weixin Shengjiao Religious Affairs Center. Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi firstly explained the core teachings of Weixin Shengjiao, and then introduced the participating fellow cultivators from various units to the guests. Then Director Jun appreciated the hospitality from Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi and Weixin Shengjiao. He dreamed to promote world peace with Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi after seeing his preaching in his youth on Weixin TV. Therefore, being able to visit Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi in person today was indeed like a dream come true to him. Director Jun himself is Korean, but he was originally sent to Japan as a missionary. Although South Korea and Japan had generations of feuds in the history, but their founder, Sun Myung-moon, said that, as a missionary, one should love the place of missionary work more than the motherland, and he let Director Jun marry a Japanese woman to resolve the conflict between Japan and South Korea. Thus, Japan has become his second motherland. Now, Taiwan has become the third motherland for him after he was sent here. He is very happy to be in Taiwan, especially people here are friendlier than Japanese. Director Jun further mentioned that the ultimate goal of Unification Church was the world as one family, which was the same as Weixin Shengjiao. He strongly hopes to work together for world peace and cross-strait peace in the future with Weixin Shengjiao. Master Yuan Yi, principal of Yijing University, immediately responded to Director Jun, saying that the goal of Weixin Shengjiao was also world peace. Master Yuan Wu, chairman of Taiwan Weixin World Peace Promotion Association, also responded that once the feng shui of the family was reconciled, the society, the country, and the world could be harmonious and peaceful. Grandmaster Hunyuan Sanshi further illustrated to Director Jun and said that Weixin Shengjiao's teachings were Yijing, Feng Shui, and religious practice. Unification Church was to solve the first part of married life, and Weixin Shengjiao was to complete the second part of life in order to achieve eternity of peace. Peace could only be achieved on the basis of safety. Without safety, there could be conflicts, wars, and mutual destruction. Therefore, the originator of Weixin Shengjiao Wang Chan Laozhu proposed that only by combining Yijing and Feng Shui in Chinese culture with religious practice could human beings achieve eternity of peace. After the communication, the two parties exchanged gifts. In the afternoon, Director Jun and his party, accompanied by Secretary General Yang, visited Chanjishan Xianfosi Temple. The head of Temple Affairs Department, Master Yuan Long, explained Weixin Shengjiao's history in Dharma propagation for all the guests to learn more about Grandmaster Hunyuan Sanshi and his efforts in promoting world peace. Weixin Report, Taichung Branch Temple.
On May 30th, Chanjishan Weixin Shengjiao's virtuous business people cultivators based in Vietnam came back to headquarters, Xianfosi Temple, merrily. Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi had small talks with everyone and encouraged them to keep their spiritual practice. Everyone felt at home in Xianfosi Temple. Both their bodies and minds were full of Dharma joy and merit.
On May 30th, led by board member Jian Jingchang, the virtuous cultivators of the Taiwan Business Association of Vietnam came to the headquarters of Chanjishan Weixin Shengjiao Xianfosi Temple for a visit and met Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi. When they arrived at Xianfosi Temple, the general manager Yuan Feng of Weixin TV station greeted them at the gate. Director Yuan Feng and representatives of virtuous cultivator Huang Huirong received them to pay homage to the Buddha and delivered a speech to welcome the guests in Weixin Main Hall. Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi then came to Weixin Main Hall to welcome the virtuous cultivators of the Taiwan Business Association of Vietnam and gave elucidations.
今天有朋友自远方来，不亦乐乎？我很高兴。以前常去越南，和各位聚会的都不多，等到现在聚会才具足。首先，我们要感谢越南台商会馆简金昌夫妇和越南的祖师风水祖师林东荣延伸法师，今天阿贵能来，我很高兴，也是可以带大家更深入一层了解唯心圣教禅机山仙佛寺。看到这些小朋友都很亲切，好像是老祖咒里移民到越南的，是不是
？Có phải vậy không?
是啊，我们仙佛寺 是唯心圣教的安心法门的宗教。我从以前25年前到越南，到现在来，我越南话都没有学会，我只知道车子开了左转就窄，右手是歪，前面直行都直撞，又窄又歪，直撞。越南，我在50年前，我就要去了。那时候就是越南的南北越战争的时候，所以美军来台湾，要我们到越南去闹军，结果国防部不准，我们就没有去了。也许那时候我去了，不是被打死就是打死人家，所以50年后，在今年开始前25年呢，我就有这机会，经过圆心法师的推荐，和越南台商结缘的很多，让台湾的企业到越南的转为安，不赚钱到赚钱，这是圆生法师的功劳。
Grandmaster Yuan Chengshi expressed gratitude to Master Yuan Shen for his merits and praised him as the founder of Taiwanese businessmen in Vietnam. Director Jian also reported to Grandmaster Yuan Chengshi that the members of this trip were all volunteers from the Taiwanese Business Association in Vietnam. As long as the Taiwanese Business Association holds a ritual, everyone will come to support it. Grandmaster Yuan Chengshi gave 3 commemorative gold coins and books to everyone as a gift. Also took a commemorative photo with Grandmaster Yuan Chengshi. Then, Director Yuan Fang led everyone to visit Weixin Museum to learn about the history of Weixin Shengjiao. Virtuous cultivators can better understand the efforts that Grandmaster Yuan Chengshi has led everyone to make for the safety of humans and the peace of the world. Weixin Report, the headquarters, Shenfo Temple.
Take a break. We will come back soon. Changjishan Weixin Shengjiao Jilong Branch Temple just celebrated its 16th anniversary by launching disaster elimination and benediction ritual on May 27th. Weixin Shengjiao Chanting College Master Yuan Meng and App Master Yuan Tang led the virtuous cultivators to piously pray for blessings and protection from Wang Chan Laozu. There, they accredited the merits to the spirits of the 10 Dharma directions. We pray for the harmony of the underworld and the mundane world. May there be peace in Taiwan and around the world.
Changjishan Weixin Shengjiao Jilong Branch Temple hosted the 16th anniversary disaster elimination and benediction ritual on May 27th. Led by Master Yuan Meng of Weixin Shengjiao Chanting College, the chanting masters ascended the altar to perform the ritual. Master Yuan Tang, the host of the Jilong Branch Temple, led the congregations in unity. Incense and flowers were offered as a sincere invitation to Wang Chan Laozu, along with all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and deities, to descend upon the altar in the temple. The Weixin fellows and followers of Weixin Shengjiao came together, offered their prayers, and made devout offerings for the compassionate light to shine upon and protect all sentient beings, bring peace and harmony to every household, peace in Taiwan, and foster a sense of kinship between Taiwan and the mainland. Early in the morning, the fellow cultivators of the Jilong Branch Temple were busy with their work. They diligently prepared vegetarian meals, arranged sacred offerings, and carefully set up the altar. Incense, flowers, fruits, and delicious vegetarian dishes were carefully arranged. Under the guidance of Master Yuan Tang, the congregation earnestly invited the deities, Buddhas, and Bodhisattvas to descend with their compassionate radiance. The participants reverently paid homage to the Buddhas and chanted the scriptures with their chanting masters. All merits and virtues were transferred to the spirits on the altar, praying for the awakening and enlightenment of all sentient beings, the realization of true Zen, and rebirth in the Western Buddhist Pure Land. During the ritual, Master Yuan Meng ascended the altar to make an offering of sweet stew. With the help of compassionate power of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, the offerings provided by the branch temple and fellow cultivators were transformed and shared with all the spirits present. Let all the sentient beings in the ritual be relieved of the suffering of hunger, have a full meal of the rain and nectar and dharma, return to their original position, and continue to practice. This compassionate act alleviated the hunger of all sentient beings present and allowed them to partake in a bountiful feast of nectar and dharma rain. It served to reconnect them with their inherent nature and empower them to persevere in their spiritual growth. Weixin reports, Xumingzhen, Jilong Branch Temple.
Finally, today's weekly report would like to share with you Weixin Shengjiao's prayer for world peace. The Dharma-protecting deities of the Dragon Heaven protect the common people. They resolve all conflicts and stop all wars. We wish for the hearts of all to be filled with love and together pray that the world is at peace. Let us all follow the teachings of the Venerable Wangchan Laozu to cultivate the Dharma of world peace and pray for blessings for each of us, our families, our careers, and our earth, this home we all share. Thank you for watching today. Tune into the Weixin TV English Weekly Report every Monday night at 11:30, Tuesday morning at 11:30, and Tuesday afternoon at 4. Wangchan Laozu bless you. Goodbye.